Say hi. Say hi. Another hot day. So yesterday's video, we were over there on that little, there's a little hill there, Signal Hill, that's Lion's Head, and obviously that is Table Mountain.
To feel what a penguin feels like, please do.
Does it bite?
It does not bite, luckily.
Not this one.
Not. But do you think the bite of the penguin is stronger, or the foot, or what do you think is the most?
I think it's actually the mouth.
The mouth. So it is the mouth that draws blood a bit, but when you're working with penguins, these really strong flippers of theirs, when they push themselves through the water, propel themselves, they swim up to 19 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
So when you pick them up and you don't know how to handle them and it goes, it's like a volleyball hitting you at extreme speed. So it's very painful to pick up a penguin, but because of the flippers, not the mouth.
Oh, wow.
Interesting, huh?
I suppose that's the only way they can defend themselves.
I only guessed the mouth. These beautiful eyeshadow, as I like to call it, is not makeup. But this is like a temperature gauge. So when penguins in the wild, when this is very white, you know they're nice and cool. And when it's bright pink like this, we know they're overheating. So in the rehab center, we'll actually pick them up and chuck them into the pool. It's not because we're mean or mistreating them, it's because they need to cool down rapidly. So we'll either spray them down if they don't want to move from the area they're in, or we quickly pick them up and throw them into the pool. So our rehabilitators really take good care of our birds, our penguins, and all the other gulls. But sometimes some of the handling can be misconstrued. So they really do know what they're doing. I promise nobody's hurting any penguins, and you have to pick them up with force. You have to take them and handle them. They can't just be softly picked up. If you're picking them up on the wrong speed, they're going to hurt you. So when we go through the center today, I just want to point out any and as much photos as you like. And we're going to try and use our inside voices. We don't want to speak too loud because this is a hospital at the end of the day. We want to make sure our birds aren't stressed more than they already are. And then we'll also, the tour will take about 45 minutes, but if you want to look at a penguin tongue, it's upside down at the moment, but you can look at all those little hairs. Very interesting. Quite rough, yes. I'm trying to get it to bop around.
Oh wow.
It's like a little, especially when they're small, they're very tiny. So it's very nice to walk through. And then this is our black cormorants. They also come through the center and they're also endangered. These birds, by the time they normally come into us, they actually do pass away quite quickly because they're so weak, because they can fly away, they can swim away, By the time they're weak enough to come in, it's really difficult to actually save them. But they are our deepest divers, and they're extremely soft. So please do touch it. It's like a velvety pillow.
And where would you find them? In the ocean or?
They're more ocean. They do fly out quite far, and then they'll always be close to the coast as well. They spend a lot of time in water.
There's a lot of them in the harbour itself. I work at the harbour, I see a lot of them.
A lot of them.
Yeah, they
The
go
fishermen don't like them very much. Some of the wild, we have problems with the fishermen, and for them especially because they dive deep and get the fish before the fishermen are actually able to get them out. It is very soft, right?
Yeah.
And then this is a baby penguin. We reach a little bit. This is what a juvenile penguin would look like. It doesn't have African penguin. It doesn't have the white in its face yet. And this is what we call our kelp gulls, but you'll see them in our centre as well. So Sanccob is a seabird rescue facility.
Oh wow, that is so soft.
And this map
Whoops.
gives you a good idea of where we are. So we've got 3 hospitals. We've got one in Uganda, and then we're opening up a new one in Sanccob, as they call it, Namibia's Sanccob, and that is in Luderitz. The yellow is where we have ranges. So we have ranges with our penguin colonies. The penguin colonies is very big. So Dustin Island has a range of Robin Island, Simonstown, Stony Point, also known as Boulders. Simonstown is Boulders. Stony Point is near Betty's Bay. And then the Whip is our new colony, as we call it. So years ago, Stony Point and Betty's Bay actually didn't have penguins either. So what we've done is because what the major problem penguins are facing is not getting food. So what we've done now is we're taking the penguins to the food instead of fighting legislation to get no fishing zones. We're taking them to the areas where the zones are already implemented, and we are starting colonies there.
Is it easy enough to move them?
They don't move per se.
Themselves.
So what we do is we start a colony there, and we do that by the juvenile penguins have exploration years. So since in their first year till about 3-4, they don't mate. They haven't picked a partner yet, and they'll explore other colonies. So in that time, they will come and explore different areas. So what we've done in the Whip and what we did with Stony Point is we've put up pictures of penguins on the rocks, and we played calls, penguin calls. And we just about had 4 penguins that had taken this there, 4 pairs. But we did have an attack by it was a Cape Leopard that took out all of them. So now we're starting from scratch again.
Oh.
But now there's fencing being put up, predator fencing is what we call it. So now hopefully it'll really take place, because the area around the Whip is a large fishing zone. It's a reserve. There's no people going to go there anymore. It's just going to be. It should be a really good spot. So we're hoping that it works. Needs to work. Oh, we're going to the centre, and just please try not to take photos of the volunteers' faces. Some of them are international volunteers.